So let's be crazy. The contact, impact, I want that daily. Our breath getting deeper, deeper lately. I like that, baby, 'cause I can't get enough. Yeah, I can't get enough. Yeah, I can't get enough of your love. Give me some more of it. I can't get enough. Yeah, 'cause I can't get enough.
Dice que no le es suficiente, está mal de la mente. Cuando está solita que entre, música para ponerla en ambiente, yeah. Ella quiere que como aquella vez, le busco todo. Todo lo que se pone bonito se le ve. Empezamos a pie y ahora andamos en el jet. Vamos a calentar, baby, tú. No se quiere olvidar, lo quiere recordar, baby.
'Cause I can't get enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't get enough.
Latino can.
Yeah, I can't get enough of your love. Give me some more of it. I can't get enough. Yeah, 'cause I can't crazy. I like that, you like that, so let's be crazy. The contact, impact, I want that daily. Our breath getting deeper, deeper lately. I like that, baby. Yeah. Ooh, no one's gotta know. We can keep it low key. I'll be fine alone, long as you're alone with me.
Tell him.
So incredible, unforgettable on me. 'Cause I can't get enough.
Benny, Benny Blanco.
Yeah, I can't get enough.
Chibabe man. Selena.
Yeah, I can't get enough of your love. Give me some more of it. I can't get enough. Yeah, 'cause I can't get.
I mean, NBA 2K influences fashion because, I mean, everybody that likes playing the game now, they can see what their favorite basketball players or people are wearing, especially even live. When people are walking through the tunnel now, they could wear streetwear and things like that. Before, basketball players were wearing like suits. You never knew how they dressed outside of the game. But now, people can kind of
We're the land of the free and the home of the brave.
And an inspired rendition of our national anthem. Really getting warmed up here, just moments away. We'll be back right after this.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. It'll be the Sacramento Kings going up against the Dallas Mavericks. And guys, for the Mavericks, there's a 12-game difference between them and the conference leaders, but they're still in the mix when it comes to the playoff discussion. And fellas, despite his unprecedented success in the EuroLeague, many scouts questioned whether Luka Doncic would be as effective at the NBA level.
Well, those scouts were wrong because they didn't scout him correctly. The one thing that he has is the ability. There's certain type of shots, Ernie, that if you take in the park, you could take in college, or you could take in the NBA. They're the same shot for guards. Luka Doncic makes great use of that step back. Great player.
He went in the locker room and said, "Dirk, the torch belongs to me." Avida Sane makes their trade up in the draft look like a genius move.
You know what I call him?
What's that?
Cool hand Luka.
Cool hand Luka. Can I run with that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Give me credit.
No, I just want to run with it.
I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep. I'ma need you to back up. Spilling the tea, you stirring the cup. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep. And then the seven, I'm.
It's Friday night, and live on 2K Sports, we're going to bring you the NBA and all its excitement. This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side, Chris Webber and Greg Anthony from the sideline. Hall of Famer David Aldridge. Let's quickly take a look at the standings out west. The season nearly complete. Take a look at the Mavericks. They're in 7th and looking to hold on to that seed for the playoffs. And, of course, there's the Kings, just a few spots below there.
You know, right now, Dallas, seeing them where they are now, it's easy to forget just how awful they were a season ago. This is a team that's made major strides to lift themselves into the middle of the pack.
And credit goes to everyone, coaches, players, front office. I mean, they've all been determined to avoid a repeat of last season. The results speak for themselves.
We are nearly ready for the tip-off, but first, let's hear from our very own David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
De'Aaron Fox talked about his mentality on the court. You put the ball in his hands, he says, I'm going to take over the game. It doesn't have to be scoring, just always attacking. Always. You got to be a dog. Don't back down from anyone. Kevin, I know you're a dog. Back to you.
A little intimidation factor, DA. Thanks. And tonight, a battle of offenses that can really stretch defenses thin, Chris, as a former post player. Talk about the advantages of being surrounded by great shooters.
Well, you want to get doubled. I mean, it's the best of both worlds. You can be as aggressive as you want early or late to score as much as you can. Why? Because you want that defense to try to stop you, because when they do, you just get it out to wide open shooters that can knock it down. And when you get double teamed, you know, even the hockey assist or the direct assist to a cat can really get their rhythm going. And then you put the defense in a quandary, a catch-22. Do they stop you? Do they go to the shooters? And when you get the defense kind of thinking off balance like that, you start to have fun when you add back cuts, alley-oops, spin moves, dunks, drive it to the hole, shooters. It turns into a fun game that way.
A lot of options, you're right. Now, we'll look at Dallas's starting lineup. Hardaway and Porzingis in at the forward slots. Seth Curry is out there with Doncic, and it's Powell in at the center position. And for the Kings, Fox and Bogdanovic pair up at the 1 and the 2. Harrison Barnes is out there with Bielitsa, and it's Bagley in at the 5 down low.
And as Dirk Nowitzki walks off into the sunset, the Mavericks seem to have found their next European superstar in Luka Doncic. The number 3 pick in last year's draft had a rookie season for the ages.
That free throw good from Doncic. And Doncic, the EuroLeague MVP, led Real Madrid to a title. EuroLeague Finals MVP, all at the tender age of 19.
Incredibly accomplished. Despite that, slipped a little bit in the draft into the waiting arms of the Mavs, who moved up 2 spots to get him.
All free throws good from Doncic.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Outside, Bogdanovic. On the wing, Barnes. And it's off from three-point range. Hardaway with it. Now guarded by Fox. Here's Porzingis. And that one drops for him.
No basket feels better than a putback. Love getting rewarded for grinding it out on the glass.
Bogdanovic against Curry. And the foul called on Tim Hardaway Jr. That's his first foul.
Yeah, quick foul to pick up right away here in the first quarter.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. And the shot goes down.
You can tell how much confidence Fox possesses. I mean, it's unreal how he nails these tough interior shots.
Here's Doncic, and he uses the glass on the layup.
3 for 4 from the field to start the game. They'll take that.
Kings have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Pass to Bogdanovic. And so just over a minute and a half played. Eliza finds Fox. No good with the triple.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
Porzingis with the block.
And with his length, Porzingis can be very disruptive on D. Not easy to get the shot off over that huge frame.
Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. And there's Bogdanovich. That's good on the assist by Fox.
This is why Fox's teammates love him. I mean, when they're open, he makes sure to get it to him.
That one goes in. And that's now 6 points for Luka Doncic.
They've come out with guns a-blazing. 4 for 5 from the field. They've got the D really.
And that one drops.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, that's because he's getting his number called early. I mean, he's doing his part to help carry the offensive load.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Bogdanovich passes to Fox. Lets the three fly. And Bogdanovich hits from deep. Bogdanovich has got 5 points so far. Curry attacking. Makes it off the glass.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult one.
Curry with the steal. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Here's Bogdanovich. Up and in on the layup. 7 points in the game.
Refusing to be tied down, Bogdanovich is fantastic at adjusting his body and shot when he gets hit.
And the dunk by Doncic.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Here's Bogdanovich. He has 7. Outside, Fox. The shot, no good. So the Mavericks will take it the other way. Here's Doncic. That one goes in for him, too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
He's putting the hammer down. Dominant quarter for him, trying to push out that lead. Well, when you think about the Kings, you know they are going to let it fly. The team is loaded up on players deadly from outside. They've adapted and embraced the long ball era.
Here's Hardaway, and then Hardaway with the dunk.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, Greg, they've come out of the gate strong at both ends of the floor, just in total control so far.
And so it's Bogdanovich who brings up the ball for the Kings. They trail by 11, and the foul called on Tim Hardaway Jr. That'll be his second foul of the game. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for the Mavericks. On defense, Dallas. Here's Bagley. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
That's his first.
And the shooting with this Kings team last season, Chris, a major strength, as you said.
Yeah, and their whole offense has benefited from it, Kevin. I mean, they were 4th in the league in three-pointers last year. Finding points won't be a problem for the Kings going forward.
First one falls for him.
Well, some ups and downs for Marvin Bagley in that rookie campaign with the Kings, but you could see the flashes of potential and the tremendous work ethic when he was out on that floor.
And he can't hit the second. And with Bagley, the mobility he showed for his size is really what impresses you.
And that blend of size and speed is why many feel like he could play across the entire front line. Wasn't in the Rookie of the Year race, but in a few years, he could be right there with the best of the best from that 2018 class.
On defense, the Mavericks leading by 12. To the middle, here's Barnes.
And trailing here in the first, you'd like to see them be a little more aggressive on the offensive glass.
To the inside, Powell, and the dunk by Powell.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, they've been very aggressive, and they've taken early control of this game.
Timeout called by the Kings. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game, and that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
And we should take this time now to show you the real stats, real scores from the real NBA. These teams have been outstanding on the offensive glass this season. In third, the Mavericks.
You know what? Sometimes their missed shots are their best offense. I mean, they attack the glass relentlessly, and those extra possessions can determine the outcome on a lot of nights.
That's where Bagley needs to be most effective. Establish a strong inside presence. Make the D always worry about him in the post.
And when it rains, it pours. Another jump shot tickles the twine.
Here's Fox. After Luka Doncic's bucket, a three from Barnes. Powell pulls it in.
You got to give him credit for his confidence. I mean, he hasn't hit a single shot this quarter, but he still keeps firing.
But they get it back. On its way from Curry for two. Can't hit that one. So the Kings will take it the other way. Last time they came together was in Dallas, where they fell to the Mavericks.
Painful to watch, guys. You could see their frustrations mounting, unable to get into any kind of a rhythm whatsoever.
Yeah, Jay, and sometimes you have games like that, but you just got to shrug it off and move on to the next one.
Doncic against Fox. And Bielitz kicks to Bogdanovich. And here we go with Curry running it up the court. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his six taken on the floor.
He's pulling out all the tricks this quarter. They can't figure out how to stop him.
The Kings trail by 17. Doncic comes with the double team. Fox with it. He's picked up by Doncic. Barnes left side. That's not going to do it either. He's 0 for 5. Doncic passes to Curry. Shoots over Fox. And Dallas again with the bucket.
Somebody came to play tonight. 6 out of his first 7.
Kings have gotten 7 of their first 16 field goal attempts to go down here in the first. Inside, here's Barnes. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got 4 assists now tonight.
See how polished and composed Barnes is? Doesn't rush anything, just takes what he gets.
And he makes that one.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
The Kings come into this one following a loss to New Orleans. Got a piece of it, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Curry.
Here's a look at some stats for Kristaps Porzingis. He's been on a tear since the All-Star break, going really to another level. 3rd in blocks. And he's an elite glass eater, a factor inside among the top 10 in rebounds per game.
And you aren't top 3 in blocks unless you're committed to dominating in that category. His awareness and hustle is off the charts. Very impressive. Bagley, no good. Mavericks leading by 19. Here's Finney Smith. He gets that one.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Well, you think defensively that you try to pack in the lane. I mean, but then that opens up some opportunities for their shooters.
Here's Bagley. The Mavericks making the shot. It's rebounded by Dallas. Porzingis has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Curry attacking, and it's blocked. Barnes with it. And you can see his scoring totals. Those are some pretty good numbers. He's putting up close to 15 points a game on average. Outside, Fox lets it go with a 3. Out of bounds, Kings ball as Sacramento keeps possession. A platoon swap here for Sacramento. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Powell. Maxi Kleber comes in for Porzingis. Wright, he's checked in for Curry. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Luka Doncic. Here is Parker. Uncovered, and he hits the jump shot.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Here's Brunson, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
That's his first personal
And that
foul.
bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Players have different ways of leading. Some guys, Chris, are loud and fiery. Others let their play do all the talking. What was your approach?
Well, Kevin, it depended on what situation I was in. When I was in Sacramento, I could be the quiet, fiery guy that led through my actions because Vlade was more of a vocal guy, and we had a really good spirited team, so I didn't need to do much besides what we did in practice. In my younger days, when you want to win, you want to get out there, and maybe everyone doesn't have the sense of urgency that you do. You're a little bit more vocal, but I've always believed that the best leaders, no matter how well they communicate or anything else, the best leaders lead by example. And if you're telling everyone what to do and you're not doing it, usually it falls on deaf ears. So go out there and do it by example first, and everybody will follow.
Good advice. Now here's Heald. 11-point game his last outing. Joseph has an open look. Offline with his 3. And Wright, here we go. Yes, that goes in.
Right.
And the Mavericks lead by 21.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Brunson, good. Brunson's got 5 now.
Oh, the movement off the ball is good. I mean, and the pass to hit him in stride is even better.
That's his first personal foul.
The Kings shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
Corey Joseph taking 2 shots.
No good on that one. He hits the second from the line. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for Dallas. 2 points. That one goes. He has 7. Kings shooting 43% since taking the floor today. Passes it to Giles. There's 1:38 left in the first quarter. Parker shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
That's his first personal
It's
foul.
good to see Parker looking to score, being opportunistic. He's making the defense act.
This is his first free throw of the game.
At the line for 2.
And he knocks down the first one.
Now look, and when Parker's healthy, he's an effective player. He's battled a lot of injuries, and he's still fighting and competing.
J.J. Barea's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And Parker drops them both. Mavericks leading by 22. For the three. Another three for Dallas.
That's a nice play. Getting the separation he needs for a clean look.
Yeah, he may just have to put a little more arc under that. But either way, it's a tough shot.
Joseph, the pass to Baseman. Back to Joseph. Let's go to the 2K leaderboard to see which players have had the most success from the stripe this month. Second is Buddy Hield.
And during that time, guys, he's been an absolute dead-eye shooter from the free throw line. His concentration just never wavers.
2 shots. Relax on the first.
Free throw good, Joseph. And Joseph drops them both. Mavericks leading by 23. Here's Barea. Lays it up off the glass. Barea's got 5.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, and it's because of the looks they're getting. Their offense is creating some great opportunities.
Hield with the bucket.
And Hield is ready to shoot as soon as he gets the pass. The D can't afford to play off of him.
Here's Brunson. And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
And a lot of teams avoid the mid-range jumper, but they seem to be using it well.
Joseph looking around. Parker trying to free himself up. Joseph, that's good. He's got 8. Dallas has gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Brunson finds Wright. Can't get it to fall, and he's missed the second after making his first. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Bazemore misses.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
A nice shot by Barea.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
Pass to Giles. Parker outside to the paint. 3 seconds left. And it's Bazemore laying it in.
This is the attitude Parker plays with. Someone who's very willing to give it up to his open guys.
It's been all about Luka Doncic for the Dallas Mavericks. Going on an absolute rampage, piling in the points. He dictated the pace of the entire quarter. We've got more in store for you right after this. Kristaps Porzingis grew up in faraway Latvia, but thanks to his brother, developed a passion for the NBA.
Older brother, he was a big fan of NBA always, and he always had pictures of Michael and then Kobe and Shaq, and then we both started watching a lot of NBA highlights. And then later on, 13, 14, Kobe and Powell, I used to watch those guys play a lot.
And Greg, that's something different now for foreign players, isn't it? A lot more exposure to the NBA.
And KP, a fan of the culture, you saw him in cornrows as a kid. I think that helped prepare him for the transition.
Tim Hardaway Jr.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, we've seen a confident-looking Mavericks team out there.
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. I mean, if you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the floor for Dallas, we've got Tim Hardaway Jr., J.J. Barea is out there with Wright. Then it's Willie Cauley-Stein, and it's Kleba in at the 4 spot. Chris, when it comes to playing alongside another big guy, I'm sure you have to think of ways to complement each other. Not just him, but it's got to be a two-way street.
Yeah, but it starts with chemistry, starts with friendship, it starts with wanting to win. And I played with 2 big guys that come to mind that made me better. Juwan Howard there in Washington, just looking at him, throwing a oop, I would miss 2-3 shots in a row, and we'd look, and he'd say, I'll get you an easy one, big fella. And I would do the same thing to him. We're playing with a guy like Vlade that would say, hey, wait a minute, Bibby or Peja didn't get a shot. Set a screen for them, and he would pass it to them, and then the next play say, now it's your turn, you're open, because they're going to go over there to those guys. We already tricked the defense ahead. So guys that are smart, guys that can pass, and also guys that'll say, hey, man, you look a little tired. Let's switch. I'll check Shaq this play.
Tim Hardaway Jr.
The Kings shooting 48% from the field. Not bad at all. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, one of the things that the NBA has been forward-thinking about is always accepting new ideas. And they've got a bunch of them on the table in recent weeks. A mid-season tournament, a postseason play-in tournament, maybe even reducing the 82-game regular season schedule. Now, all of these would be very bold moves, but Commissioner Adam Silver has always demonstrated a willingness to think outside the box. Kevin?
DA, great assessment, good report, thank you so much. Shot by Joseph, no good.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Yeah, that's not his spot. Plain and simple. Just trying to force something is rarely a good idea.
Here's Joseph. Tim Hardaway making his last shot. Parker outside. Down low. Here's Bazemore, and the slam dunk by Bazemore.
Beautiful dime from Parker. I mean, a team player who you can depend on to make the right play.
Here's Wright. Bazemore grabs the miss. And so Bazemore will bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. Their next game playing at home as the Nets come into town. And that'll be the 4th of this 5-game homestand. Second shot opportunity. Holmes, good.
Basket. He'll take advantage of that kind of soft defense every time. Just give him a chance to attack the basket, and he will.
Here's Barea. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Barea's got 9 points. Kings have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Joseph dishes to Bazemore. And Hardaway comes to help. The baseline J. Parker's shot is off. The Mavericks have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second quarter. Here's Wright. And another basket for Dallas. Sacramento's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Shot by Hield, nobody around. From outside, off the mark.
When the D forgets about him on the perimeter, they're playing with fire. Lucky they don't get burned here.
And Hardaway gets it to go.
His individual effort has been outstanding tonight, and it's helped him grab the lead.
Now Joseph, 8 points for him. There's the pass to Bazemore. 3-pointer, sinks the triple. He has 7.
They're having more success from 3-point range here in the second after a rough first quarter from deep.
Here's Barea. No good there. Now Sacramento takes it the other way. Bazemore passes to Parker. And the rejection by Cauley-Stein.
Capable of being a defensive anchor. Keith Cauley-Stein is positioning himself to swat shots.
Got that one up quick. Barea's got 4 points this quarter.
And now you can see the D having problems stopping the mid-range jumper, just not really closing out as much as they need to.
Now here's Hield. He has 5.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And Hardaway gets it to go.
Impressive, really, from that short 17 area. They are not missing many.
Here's Joseph. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Bazemore against Hardaway. Back to Joseph. 6 on the shot clock. And the 3 ball is good. Joseph's got 11 points.
He'll do some damage if they give him that shot. Don't give him a clean look. Get out there on him.
Barea, no good. Sacramento's gotten half their shots from three-point range to go down in the second quarter. 3 of 6 from downtown. Joseph finds Parker. Joseph against Hardaway. Here's Holmes. And the shot goes in.
Oh, no doubt that Buddy Hield can shoot with the best of them. But it's encouraging watching him share the wealth as well.
And though Chris, he's known mostly for his shooting, Buddy Hield has been improving in other areas as well.
Oh, yeah. Let's talk about ball handling, playmaking. I mean, they're notably better early in his career. He's a solid rebounder who is definitely not a weak link on the defensive side as well.
Now, here's Barea after the miss from Buddy Hield. A nice shot by Barea.
Oh, he's got a role in this quarter, taking it on himself to guide their offense.
Outside, Joseph pulls up on the wing, and that one hits back iron. And right, here we go. Another field goal for him. 4 for 6 shooting tonight.
They are just killing them on the interior.
In the corner, it's Hield. Lots of room. That's good on the jump shot. Hield's got 5 points now this quarter.
Hield has a beautiful jump shot. Love how it just glides softly off his hands.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Nuggets.
Your Sacramento Kings dance team.
Kings will go for a different look here. Bagley, he's checked in for Rashawn Holmes. Bielitsa comes in for Jabari Parker. Barnes, he's checked in for Kent Bazemore. And it's Fox in for Joseph. And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Dwight Powell's checked in for Cauley Stein. Porzingis is coming in for Maxi Kleber. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for DeLon Wright. And Doncic is subbed in for J.J. Barea. Pass to Barnes, takes the 3, and another 3 for Sacramento.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
Here's Hardaway, and another basket for Dallas.
Hardaway Jr. It's all clicked into place for him this quarter. He's not missed a single shot.
Doncic against Fox, passes it to Hield. Basket counts. Hield's got 9 points.
Looking more active inside Hield. It's important that he keeps looking to score close to the bucket.
Hardaway goes in. Good once again. That makes him 8 for 9 this game.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Yeah. Horrible effort. It appears they may be on the brink of giving up.
Now here's Barnes. 9 points last game out.
Well, I mean, I think he better come up with some different ways to get his points tonight because the 3, not one of them, ain't working.
And Doncic gets it to go.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Here's Fox. He's coming off a 28-point game against New Orleans. Lets it go from deep. Porzingis with the rebound. Here's Hardaway. Good for the basket. Number 9. He's only missed 2 shots from the floor all night.
Feeling it. No doubt about it. He's definitely feeling it right now. Shooting a terrific percentage from the field. No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Good D by Hield.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
It's good.
Hield is so quick on the drive, blasting through the defense, easily getting all the way to the cup.
Now here's Porzingis. 9-point game his last outing. Doncic trying to get open, and he gets it to go. 6 points for him.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And when you're watching Chris around the rim and in the paint, it almost seems like Marvin Bagley is playing on a pogo stick.
Oh, yeah, it's his ability to jump and then immediately jump again. It reminds me a lot of Sean Marion. Players like that are so hard to keep off the offensive glass, and Bagley is no exception.
And the Mavericks call time here. You know, Chris, the common thought is you don't want to be a middle-of-the-road team. You think clubs are too quick now to pull the trigger on a rebuild as opposed to giving some time to what they've got? Be more patient?
Are you kidding me, Kevin? Don't make me go. This is why I need a psychologist because, hey, when I was in Washington, we had myself, Rasheed Wallace, and Juwan Howard, and Rod Strickland. Like, just wait a minute. Give us 1 year to try. And by the way, the Bulls won 72. We couldn't have won a championship that year anyway. So, yeah, I think a lot of teams are short-sighted and it's based upon their expectations, and their expectations may not be based in reality.
We got audio. Flying high, superhero. It's on my chest with my Marilyn Monroe. So like a star, we got audio.
Make the bam bam beat, I'll give you melody. Make the bam bam beat, I'll give you melody. Make the song so sweet, you gon' come on with me.
Dallas making a switch here. Brunson's checked in.
And a moment here to see the numbers for Bielitsa. Getting around 12 points a game, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. He's been making the right decisions and letting the game come to him. Solid play all around.
Yeah, GA, I like it because he's not overcomplicating things. I mean, he's just playing to his strengths and taking what the defense gives him.
And he makes the first.
Yeah, well, not many players were sought after as much as Bagley when he was coming out of high school. I mean, just about every big-time college had him on their radar.
And so Bagley nails them both. The Mavericks shooting a mind-boggling 79% off the floor. A baseline J and another basket for Dallas.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
We talk about killer instinct all the time. He definitely has it. He's keeping his foot on the pedal here. That's just a product of good pass work. I mean, nice team basketball right there.
Pulls up from the corner. Brunson, good. Brunson's got 4 this quarter.
Goes to Luka Doncic.
One item that stood out, their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it makes it really hard to defend.
Now here's Barnes. He has 5. Shot by Bielitsa and nobody around. Second chance shot. Bagley in the post. Guarded by Powell. 5 to shoot. It's Bielitsa. Good, and a nice assist from Fox.
With the basket.
Fox has got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Here's Brunson. Good work defensively by Fox. King shooting in the second quarter, right around 48%. Down through the hoop it goes. That's his 5th make on 9 shots from the floor.
As hot as he's been, it still has to be him who leads the charge and helps turn this game around.
Here's Brunson, and it's Dallas with another. 1:56 left in the first half of basketball. Fox looking it over. Pass to Bielitsa. Shot clock at 5. And again, it's Sacramento converting.
Now, this is Bielitsa's game. He's ready to fire as soon as the ball hits his hands.
Here's Doncic. Offensive rebound. Porzingis. The shot is good. And so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4.
And Kevin, they dialed up their activity this quarter. We're seeing them convert a lot of those second chance opportunities.
Lobbed up there for Barnes. Out of bounds. It'll be Mavericks ball. The 2K leaderboard shows us who the top assist men have been since the All-Star break. Luka Doncic, 4th.
Wow, he's taken his passing to a whole new level. His court awareness has really improved as we've gotten deeper into the season.
Good once again. That makes him 8 for 9 this game.
Creative at finding ways to just cut inside there. Doncic, a guy you must keep your eyes on.
Here's Fox. 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
We see this all too often. You have to be willing to put in the work.
And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for the Kings. And the foul on Dorian Finney-Smith. That'll be his second foul of the game.
I appreciate the aggression, but that's already his second foul. He's got to play it a little safer.
Some changes for Sacramento. Harry Giles comes in for Bagley, and it's Bogdan Bogdanovic in for Heel. And going out of bounds, last touch by Barnes.
I mean, come on, fellas. Keep your head in the game. I mean, that pass should have been basic.
.40 seconds left to play in the first half. King shooting 51% from the field. They'll take that. Fox passes to Barnes. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. Shot from the wing. Again, the Mavericks score. And for Sacramento, they're shooting it quite well. 52% from the field in the second quarter.
That's his second personal.
For Sacramento, they have been shooting right around 75% at the line, 9 of 12 so far.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
Free throw good, Fox.
We've seen Fox step up as a leader recently. He knows his teammates look to him, and he's happy to lead the charge.
Fox hits them both. Mavericks shooting the lights out in this one, 77%. And Dallas again with the bucket.
Great work to find the space to get off the open jumper. He's going to work hard for those.
Now here's Barnes. Over Doncic. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's Dallas going to the break, holding an enormous 36-point lead. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you watching at this very moment. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here. Shaq is here. One half is behind us. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Luka Doncic had a huge first quarter. He ended up with 19 points, 4 rebounds, and 5 assists. And Kenny, what are your thoughts on how Dallas played?
Well, it has been an electric performance. These guys were firing on all cylinders. They came out aggressive, going after those rebounds, and they were piling it up. I think they wanted to send a message with their physicality, and they're going to be nearly impossible to stop if they're playing that way.
Shaq, how do you think Sacramento played?
Well, they gave up too many good looks. You look at the field goal percentage against them, this tells the whole story. Not enough activity defensively, not enough disruption, Ernie. Like Kenny disrupts me all the time, not enough disruption.
And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, slicing through the gaps in the defense. I mean, getting many of his buckets in the paint.
Here's Fox. Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Bielitsa is out there with Harrison Barnes. And it's Bagley in at the center, filling out the middle. And that's the group for Luke Walton as we begin the second half.
A confident scorer. I mean, even when the defense is on Bagley and being aggressive, he gets it done.
And that one, good. Curry's got 16 points.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, that's what you love about him. He shows no mercy, even with a comfortable lead.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, after years and years of rebuilding, the Kings are finally a team on the rise, and they're earning respect. Draymond Green said they've got a lot of young talent, never quit. Probably the fastest team in the history of the NBA. Green said after he plays them, I leave the game exhausted. I go home, I'm dead. And Kevin, we know that Green is pretty accustomed to going all out.
David, he sure is. He's got a lot of engine in him. Thank you so much.
His second person, first team, Bogdanovich. Shooting just one.
One shot.
Free throw good, Bogdanovich.
An all-around threat with a promising future. I mean, Bogdanovich has the tools and the drive. He could be a solid player in this league for many years. How's that for a start?
Assist goes
good on all 3 attempts so far in the second half.
Over in the corner, Barnes. Another 3 for Sacramento.
They've been very sharp to start the half. A perfect 4 for 4 from the field.
And what just drops your jaw, Chris, with Fox is just how quick he gets up and down the floor.
Yeah, he's an absolute bullet once he gets out in transition. A good amount of his points come from just beating everyone else down the floor when he pushes the tempo.
And there's the pass to Barnes. Bogdanovich wide open. Drills it from outside. Bogdanovich has got a pair of threes now here in the third for Sacramento. Porzingis inside. Bielitsa's there. Porzingis can't hit. On the wing, Barnes. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. And that's 11 points for Barnes.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Curry. Again, the Mavericks score.
Good anticipation on the feed. He knows exactly where to go with that ball.
Curry with the steal. And stolen by Barnes. Over Hardaway. Will not go. This is off the front iron. For Dallas, they've gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second half. Tremendous efficiency. Curry gets the bucket.
Seth Curry.
Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Pass to Bielitsa. A 3 from Bogdanovich. Mavericks with the rebound. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Suns. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. And again, Dallas turns it over.
And let's check out some stats. Here are the numbers for Doncic. He's putting up about 28 points a game, 8 assists, and 9 rebounds. To have a scorer like him consistently deliver you points makes such a big difference for a team.
Yeah, it gives you something you really can rely on going into every game. And you can also work off of him to look to create for others.
Dallas calls timeout.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
Yeah, I like the chess match that's going on here. Each team trying to find and exploit the favorable matchup on the floor.
And then the 7, I'm gonna echo. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Spilling the tea, stirring the cup. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. And then the 7, I'm gonna echo. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Spilling the tea, stirring the cup. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. From off the top, the flow inside, they got you shot. From off the top, you know when he's
Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Let's take a moment to see which squads have been the most dominant on the glass this season. Here are the real stats, real scores from the real NBA. Fifth, the Mavericks.
You know, it's not necessarily a glamour stat, but make no mistake, their top-notch board work has been a huge key to their success.
Good work there as it goes. 9 points for Marvin Bagley.
I mean, it's time for him to take over. He's played it cool long enough, and I think he realizes that.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Fox against Doncic. Another possession, another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Here's Curry, and another basket for Dallas.
Seth Curry.
Sacramento's gotten 12 of their points from long range in the third quarter, going 4 of 5 shooting. Outside, Bogdanovich. Nobody near Barnes. That ball. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich has got his 4th assist in this one. Here's Doncic, and Dallas again with the bucket.
He's got a good handle, excellent body control. Doncic is a threat to pull up from anywhere.
Fox dishes to Barnes. Passes it to Bagley. Banked in off the glass. Bagley's got 6 points in the quarter. Here's Doncic. He's got 23. That's good from 17 feet away.
And it just seems when Doncic turns it on, it's a sight to see. Incredible at scoring in a variety of ways.
Now, here's Bogdanovich. 16 points for him. Here's Porzingis. Lets it go from the baseline and nails it. Porzingis has got 8.
For the most part, he's been sitting back tonight, letting his teammates carry the load. Nothing wrong with that.
Out to the right wing. And there are the Kings with another bucket.
So with the basket.
And it's the Mavericks with the ball. And Greg, as many expected, Porzingis getting a huge deal from Dallas to keep him a Mav for a long time.
Mavs feel he can be better than he was before the injury. Love the idea of pairing him long-term with Doncic. Signed him to a lengthy and sizable deal to be the core of their future.
That free throw good from Porzingis. And the impact that Porzingis can have on the defensive end, Greg, cannot be overstated.
The reach and leaping ability he has paired with his timing make him a premier rim protector. And what sets him over the top really is that fearlessness. He will challenge anyone and everyone at the rim.
And both free throws good for Porzingis. Chris, what's your definition of most valuable player?
Mavericks foul.
LeBron, Michael Jordan. Okay, let me. Okay, the best player in the league. That's my definition. Who makes players better? Who brings the fans into the game? There's only one type of player that's an MVP, and there's only about 6 guys in a year that can be MVP. But if you're talking about guys that help you, let's say, are the best on the contract or getting the most bang for their buck, you got to look at guys like a Siakam. You know, he's just making over $2 million this season, still playing on that rookie contract, and those are the guys that are on their way up. So you can always find young talent playing for maybe less than what they should be getting at that time, but the most valuable player continues to be the top 6 players of the league, period.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
Curry's shot is off.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
You're exactly right. I mean, that's the kind of shot you're trying to work for at the offensive end.
And Dallas again with the bucket.
Perfect approach for what the D was showing on that possession.
And so Bazemore will bring it up for Sacramento. Pass to Fox. Now here's Holmes. Guarded by Doncic. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And looking at the numbers for De'Aaron Fox, tremendous numbers for him over the last 10 games. 14th in scoring, and he's in the top 20 in assists per game. His talent for creating easy buckets for his teammates, such an asset.
And yeah, one of the most dangerous scorers in the game. He's already come up big in some key games this year. His teammates really feed off his presence, I think.
Shooting 2.
That free throw, no good. And the Kings making a change here. Hield's checked in, and the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Porzingis. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. DeLon Wright, he's checked in for Curry. And Barea subbed in for Luka Doncic. Good on the second free throw. It's been all Mavericks. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's on Jabari Parker. Since taking over the starting role in 2018, Willie Cauley-Stein has lived up to his draft spot of being number 6, Greg, overall in 2015.
And you knew that a big man like Cauley-Stein would take a few years to develop, but at a legit 7 feet and great length, he is everything you could hope for in a starting center.
First free throw is good.
And the defensive specialist, Cauley-Stein, is an effective part of this rotation. Now, he must evolve his offensive game more.
Cauley-Stein hits them both.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Barea against Fox. And the pass to Hield. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Holmes passes to Parker, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Showing great tenacity. I mean, when Parker goes for it like this, the defense feels uneasy.
3 trips to the line so far for him in this one.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Parker. That misses, so he splits the free throws. It's been all Mavericks. Wright with it. Now guarded by Hield, and that one's good. Right. And the Kings shooting 55% from the floor. They're feeling very confident offensively. Pass to Hield. Some nice ball movement here by the Kings. But they recover it. Parker lays it up and banks it in. Parker's got 10.
And reading shot trajectories is a skill that Parker has worked on over the years.
Here's Barea. Again, the Mavericks score. And here is Fox. He's got 14. Healed outside. Fires from deep. Fox, no good. This could get even more out of hand if they continue to put up points.
Wow, Kevin, what a performance we are seeing.
Giles checked in for Sacramento.
Personal foul. Substitution for the Kings. Harry Giles.
Kings on D. And another shot. And Dallas again with the bucket.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Oh, it's simple. When you fail to put a body on someone, you're inviting a breakdown on the defensive glass.
And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
Assisted by J.J. Barea.
And here's Hield. He'll bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. Pass to Fox. Bazemore on the wing. Good on the triple. 10 points for him.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, and they aren't just chucking up anything. I mean, they're doing a great job of creating quality looks.
Here's Sacramento. Fox with it. He's got 14. Hield outside. Over right. Hield can't hit.
Right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
Offensive rebound. Right. No good with the layup.
The D hanging tough and stopping what would normally have been easy lay.
Fox against Barea. And Holmes throws it down.
Such incredible hops for a center. Look, it allows him to hold his own against any other five in the league.
And right with the basket on the assist by Barea. Barea's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. And here are the Kings now. Now Hield. He's got 11. Outside, Fox. Back to Hield. Launches it. And another assist for him. And that's his 20th assist. Wow.
Just doing a great job at orchestrating the offense.
And right, here we go. To score that one for him, his 8th field goal. 8 for 11 on a very accurate night. The Kings shooting 56% in this game, really stringing quality possessions together offensively. Holmes finds Hield. Right through the D for the layup. Hield's got 16.
And not being as aggressive from the three-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half.
Bazemore on the wing. He's got 10.
Oh, man, challenging the defense inside with the pass. That's just good ball movement.
The baseline J. And Dallas again with the bucket.
Assist from J.J.
Finney Smith's gone 4 for 5 from the floor tonight. Just one miss. Barea against Fox. Back to Bazemore. No one near him. And Wright pulls it down. Wright's got 4 rebounds in this game. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Changing ends quickly, getting the advantage in numbers and finishing. They've been doing it all night long.
Yeah, when you're executing at this rate, you feel like no one can slow you down.
Catching up on the changes for Sacramento. Bielitsa comes in for Kent Bazemore. And it's Joseph in for De'Aaron Fox. And then for Dallas, Dwight Powell's checked in for Maxi Kleber. And it's Jalen Brunson in for J.J. Barea. There's 57 seconds left to play in the third. Pass to Holmes. The dish to Hield. Fires the three. Another three for Sacramento.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
Here's Finney Smith. The Mavericks keeping it alive. A new 14. And Sacramento has possession. The pass to Joseph. Dishes it to Heel. Pass to Holmes. Sacramento moving it around. And here's Joseph for three. It's rebounded by Brunson. Passes to Cauley-Stein. That one drops for him.
And the athleticism of Cauley-Stein on the drive is really outstanding. Not many players are equipped to try to stop him given his insane length.
Here's Heald. Off target at the rim. And so it's Dallas going to the break, holding an enormous 36-point lead. And they're winning the turnover battle very easily in this one. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. Luke Walton had some advice for his team. Let's hear what he had to say.
Doing a better job of making shots. Good job just playing ball out there. But on defense, they're swinging it where they want. A couple misses they did have, we didn't grab the rebound and made us pay for that.
Well, up in the ante on the defensive end, Coach Walton pleading for it.
That and hitting the glass, Kevin, both things Coach wants more of.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. On the floor right now for the Mavericks, DeJuan Wright is out there with Jalen Brunson. Then there's Marjanovic. Then it's Willie Cauley-Stein. And it's Jackson in at the three slot.
That's just great touch. The teardrop, well, that's all about feel.
Took him no time at all on that one.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to him?
Oh, exactly. Give it to the guy with the hot hand as long as you can. Let him try to close this out.
Now, here's Holmes. Pass to Farrell. We see the shift toward players on competing teams becoming friends. How does that compare to when you played, Chris?
It's a little bit different. The players that I admired the most, I wouldn't be friendly with on purpose. We were in the same position. A guy like KG, one of my favorite players ever. We're close now. But during when we played, it was either me or him.
Really?
It was both of us. I didn't want to hang around with him when I'm trying to beat him in the summer. But, you got guys like the Banana Boat crew and LeBron and Wade. They're good friends anyway. Melo and Bron came in 1 and 2, and they had that relationship. So I think relationships are always great. Really, it's just about can you turn the friendship off when you cross the line? I know that Banana Boat crew can, and I know others can as well. And that's all you want. As much as you're friends off the court, I want you to dislike each other on the court through your friendship, just like a big brother, little brother type of thing. So I don't think it's a problem.
And the shot goes in.
Sometimes you forget that Cauley-Stein has his shot. I mean, dependable at connecting from the mid-range.
Joseph, the pass to Bogdanovic. Here's Farrell. Back to Bogdanovic. Now the pass to Giles. Shot clock at 6. Over Jackson. He can't get that one. And it's Dallas the other way. Here's Marjanovic. Here's Cauley-Stein. Again, the Mavericks score.
Well, you love seeing Cauley-Stein rise up and try to get the shot off as soon as he keeps the pass. He's trying to keep the D guessing at times so they don't know what he's going to do.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete. For Dallas, they've gone 5 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter on a roll. And stolen by Bogdanovic. Jumps up. Count that one as his 7th make in 8 attempts. A scorching 88%.
And the persistence of Bogdanovic. I mean, I love watching him work hard in these transition situations.
And so it's Bogdanovic who brings up the ball for Sacramento. To the middle. Here's Wright. Tries again. And that's 2 points on the layup. Wright's got 12 points here in the second half.
How frustrating for the defense. You get the stop, but then fail to block out.
Yeah, and it's inexcusable. But all too common. Basketball one-on-one. When the shot goes up, put a body on someone. He's as surprised as anyone with that miss. When he's left alone like that, you can usually count it.
Brunson, no good. And for Sacramento, their shooting has just been outstanding tonight. 56% as a team in this game. It's stolen by Marjanovic, and they're pushing it up. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, nice, strong finish there. Nearly a three-point opportunity.
Chris, it seems like some teams have been in rebuild mode for a long time. Is there a point at which the league should step in and maybe, I don't know, take over or give them guidance?
You know, I really do. And not because it's necessarily the fault of the team, because, it's tough to win a championship. But to be a perennial bottom dweller, basement dweller, it's not good for the fans. And fans like myself, every year comes the first game, we think, hey, we could win a championship, we could do it. But, our thought process is not based in knowledge. It's just based in our hope and will for the team. So you definitely want to keep teams straight. You want to keep them honest. And I think the league could find a way to step in but not step on the toes of ownership.
Sacramento making a switch here. Parker's checked in. Good on both. Now here's Joseph. Feeds it to Parker. And the dunk by Parker.
Rising up with no hesitation. When Parker goes up strong like this, you got to get out the way.
Brunson not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down.
Yes.
Brunson's got 24. For Sacramento, they've gone 6 of 9 on their field goal attempts since the start of the fourth quarter. And stolen by Wright. Brunson, good. Brunson's got 9 points now in just the second half. And here are the Kings now. Left side, Joseph. It's rebounded by Dallas. Marjanovic has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Wright. The rebound by Giles. Giles has got 6 rebounds here tonight. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And Chris, underclassmen entering the draft, they can now hire agents, get help attending workouts, and still retain their eligibility. Do you like that move?
I love the move, Kevin. You know what it does? It helps less to fall by the wayside. So you come out of college, you don't know how good you are. You don't, it's based off ego, how hard you worked, family and friends telling you, go, get the money. But what's your testing ground? You don't know. You don't have a full context. So I love the fact that it lets you go out there and see. If you have any trepidation, go back to school. You got another year. So, yes, I love this move.
Excellent. We have excellent.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, and sometimes, Greg, it's the most subtle moves that make the biggest difference.
Marvin Bagley's checked in for Harry Giles.
Shooting 2.
That one is off. And he misses the second one as well, so he is 0 for 2 that time. C-Web, the NBA always trying to improve every aspect of the game, and that includes officiating.
Yeah, and it should include officiating, one of the most important parts of the game and one of the toughest jobs within the business of basketball. I mean, these guys are making calls on the fly without the advantage of the camera at home that we have watching through the screen, or without the advantage of slow motion technology. So first of all, kudos to the refs that go out and give it their best every day. We have the best refs in any of sports, I believe, and we still need to improve on that. The league recognizes that, and I love the fact that everybody's doing it together.
And so it looks like the Kings will retain possession here. J.J. Barea is checked in for DeLon Wright. Here's Farrell to the paint. Shot to stop the run. And the rejection by Cauley Stein. For the finish. And the dunk by Jackson.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Starting to take over here, building a big lead that could ultimately prove insurmountable.
Now here's Joseph. Outside, Bagley. Back to Joseph. 6 to shoot. The 3 from Bogdanovich. The Mavericks pull it in. Bogdanovich has got his 5th rebound in this one. Dallas calls timeout.
I'm everything that you lames ain't. A little change can't change me. 20 years with the same. 20 years, no off days, no days off, and I maintain. Ballin' crazy with the hang time. Same time, way back before Maybach. I swear I always had the same drive. Hubbard stuck off the Bucks by the landslide. You ain't fly, you on standby. I got something that you can't buy. My older brother called him Ryder Man. My little brother, my baby brother, he was spazzing lately. My mama happy, she been laughing lately. First class, 2 tones. My queen need 2 thrones. Almost wound up in the group home. Who's this? New phone. Bust down, roll it, Audemars, plain Jane. Every day, same thing. Cause we just out here trying to maintain. Cause we just out here trying to maintain. Bust down, roll it, Audemars, plain Jane. Every day, same thing. Cause we just out here trying to maintain.
And the Kings making a change here. Bazemore is checked in. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for Dallas. Here's Brunson. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Brunson's got 11 in the second half. Here's Farrell. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Outside, Joseph. Can they get it? And Yogi Ferrell hits from deep.
Well, he's not focused on the D on most possessions, but you can forget about him altogether.
And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
To the inside, here's Bagley. And finished off by Bagley.
There's always been a power aspect to Bagley's game, and every time he goes strong to the bucket, you get a taste of it.
And the basket by Jackson.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Sacramento's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the 4th. Bazemore against Jackson. Parker dishes to Bagley. And the rejection by Marjanovic. Goes up on the wing. A nice shot by Barea.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
The Kings have gone 8 of 16 from the field in the 4th, exactly 50%. The 3 from Joseph. He can't get it to go. Now the Mavericks take it the other way. Here's Cauley Stein. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Inside, here's Bagley. And finished off by Bagley.
And bullseye with that assist. Nice delivery there in traffic.
Here's Brunson. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
Assisted.
Brunson's got 13 points now in the quarter. Pass to Joseph. Back to Farrell. Parker outside. The rebound by Marjanovic. Marjanovic has got 6 rebounds now in the game. It doesn't go for him. Good D by Parker. And for Sacramento, they're shooting about 47% here in the fourth. Joseph down low. Brunson covering. Yep, that one goes in there. 14 points for Jabari Parker.
And hey, that wasn't easy, but Parker was just committed to scoring no matter what.
King shooting it really well. 54% from the floor. Here's Farrell. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Dallas has gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. Here's Marjanovic on the mark with the 15-footer.
It's all about the tail of the tape right there. I mean, his size advantage makes that jump shot easy pickings.
Marjanovic has gone 2 for 4 so far here tonight. And finished off by Bagley.
Yeah, just a simple one-hand flush.
I think he got a few more inches on his vertical by going with the spike. Marjanovic. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Sacramento's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Here's Farrell. Up top, Bazemore. To the paint. Here's Bagley. And finished off by Bagley.
Flashing that exciting potential. The next step for Bagley becomes making games like this more frequent moving forward.
Brunson, no good. Barea against Joseph. Passes it to Farrell.
2 minutes.
Bazemore against Jackson. Out to the wing. 5 on the clock. Bagley the pass to Farrell. And again, it's Sacramento converting.
Was that a guard or a big? What a dime from Bagley. He continues to develop his vision.
Dallas shooting has been out of this world. 74% from the field. Brunson, good. There's 1:40 left to play here in the fourth. Here's Farrell. Pass to Parker. There's the 3. And Yogi Ferrell hits from deep. Farrell's got a pair of 3s here in the fourth quarter for the Kings. They have been really controlling this one.
You never want to be complacent on the floor. That's when you lose momentum. And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Mavericks.
Fewer miscues made the difference.
Yeah, I mean, a great all-around effort. Not only did they minimize their turnovers, but kept the pressure up on D, forcing the other team to commit turnovers.
And for the year now, they'll ramp up their win total to an even 40. And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Luka Doncic.
He was everywhere defensively, offensively. The effort we saw from him tonight, I think, was the difference.
Good at capitalizing in transition. For Parker, it's about getting to the right spot, which he did there.
Dallas calls timeout. They're up by 47.
All right, Sacramento.
There's 49 seconds left in the fourth.
Best dance crew, your Sacramento Kings dance team.
Of our Jordan Player of the Game, Luka Doncic.
Yeah, and his performance has been a jaw-dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
This was a big game for him. There's no denying that. Coming off a bunch of losses in a row, they turned to him to break the streak, and he delivered in a big way. And it's the Kings with the ball, following the score by Dallas. Bogdanovich, no luck.
Oh, man, as good of a shooter as he is, it drives him crazy to miss a wide-open three like that.
Here's Marjanovic. Again, the Mavericks score.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, I love how they play for one another out there. No signs of selfishness, just a total team effort.
And that's why you don't let them get positioned deep in the post.
Just too big of a threat down there. I mean, he has a number of go-to moves at his disposal.
He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, there's no doubt as to who was the better team. I mean, they proved it with this win.
Here's Giles. Misses. So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. KP, you guys got out on a break tonight. How did you get into transition so easily?
Yeah, we want to play faster, and that's what we try to do whenever they miss. We try to run, move the ball quick, and get easy buckets.
And you were able to beat them down the floor tonight, KP. Thanks a lot for your time. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. So long and good night, everyone.
The party gets